Hey, my babies. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Get up, brush your teeth, wash your face, get your day started. And I'm so glad that you chose to get it started with Auntie. If you haven't done so already, go ahead and follow Auntie on TikTok at pretty_hustler. That's HUZZLER. Follow Auntie on her Auntie Be Knowing Facebook blog page. That's on Facebook. I don't know why I did it like that, but follow me on Facebook at Auntie Be Knowing. Follow me on Twitter at Auntie Be Knowing. Follow me on Instagram at Latrice Brown 53. And also like and subscribe to this channel today so you can get alerted when I'm shooting them videos out there. You hear me? It costs $0 to support Auntie. So why don't you do it? Do it. Do it. Yes, baby. I got some trees and I'm ready for it. I got some trees and my handy dandy notebook. And we finna get ready to get into this tea for today. The tea for today is I got a letter from Uncle E. Oh, he is so sweet. I got about oh my God, I don't know how many letters I got from him. I got 6, 7, about 8 letters now. And we write each other back and forth. We talk to each other every day. I still hold him down and I still support him just like how I did when he was out. So nothing ain't gonna come between us. We like this. Uncle E locked in. Ain't no switching up. But free Uncle E. He is in good, well, not in good spirits because he ready to come home. But I'm keeping him there. So y'all keep us in prayer. All right. That's enough about me. Now let's talk about the real tea. Let's take this to Seattle, Washington. Y'all should know that. You should know that. Seattle, Washington. But a former high school football coach from Seattle was awarded $1.7 million. You heard me, $1.7 million. And he was also given his job back. Okay, he was given his job back after a Supreme Court decision ruled in his favor. Okay, let me tell you about this football coach. His name is Joseph Kennedy, and he was suspended as football coach of the Washington State High School in 2015. Okay, let me tell you why. Suspended Mr. Joseph back in 2015 because he was leading prayer meetings and prayer circles with his football team, with his students. He was leading prayer circles and talking to them on a religious standpoint instead of like a mentor type of a teacherly, a scholarly type of standpoint. He would talk to them on a religious based standpoint because he is Christian. He is Christian. They suspended him for doing that back in 2015. Okay. And this caused him to lose his job. He did. He ended up losing his job after the suspension because parents were not very comfortable with him praying with their children and referencing the Bible to their kids. I kid you not. This is why he was fired. So once they suspended him and fired him and did all that, what they did after their investigation back in 2015, he immediately got a lawyer. He lawyered up because he knew that went right. How you gonna fire me because of my beliefs? And I'm not trying to ensue my beliefs on the kids because he wasn't. And let me tell you how he wasn't, because he didn't make a mandatory prayer circle. He didn't make a mandatory Bible study class. Let me tell you something. Them children joined him because they saw him praying for them. Mr. Joseph would go off on his own and he would pray for his students, for his team. He would pray. Some of the football children, some of the football players, they seen him doing it. And they was like, "What you doing?" He said, "I'm praying for y'all." They were like, "Can we pray with you too?" He said, "Yeah." So it started out with just like maybe two or three football players. And then they went back and started telling, you know what I'm saying, the students, the rest of the team, hey, we finna join coach for a prayer. Y'all wanna come? You know what I'm saying? Y'all come on, let's get this prayer. Let's win this game. That's literally how it happened. And so after a while, the whole team got involved. The whole team got involved. They want to have prayer circle meetings. They want to come to their coach for advice, and he would give them godly Christian advice. And they took it, and their lives started to change. Their lives started to change for the better. Well, certain parents don't like when you're doing things without their permission, and they went and they talked. They alerted the school about what was going on, and then, I guess the school wasn't moving fast enough for them, so they started having, PTAs, and when the school district be having their public meetings, the parents were going into the meetings and expressing concerns. So the school district acted quickly, and they started investigating Mr. Joseph. And they was like, oh, no, 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 no. We took Bibles out of the classroom, and you're trying to put it back in? Because we some heathens. And we'll support gay people really fast. We'll support that gay agenda real fast. But when it comes to trying to show kids that there's a God in you, it's wrong. It's wrong. But go look at the children's library right now. Look at the library section right now. It's a whole library section in middle school and also in high school, where they are literally teaching you how to accept those other feelings that you are feeling. If you feeling like a man but you really a woman, if you feeling like a woman but you're really a man, or if you just want to be with the same sex, period. They literally, I kid you not, but you can't talk to them about Adam or Eve. You can't talk to them about Jesus. You can't talk to them about the Holy Spirit. You can't talk to them about the God within them. You can't talk to them about that. But you can tell them, you can go out here and have sex with this little boy, and that's okay, because you a boy too. It's okay for you to feel like that. It's okay for you to be a girl and be confused. It's okay for you. It's like y'all promoting sexuality and confusion, and I don't like that. First and foremost, I have nothing against the LGBTQ community whatsoever. It would be very, very flawed for me to sit over here and say, well, I have gay people in my family. That don't mean that I respect you because you is gay people in my family, and that don't mean that I understand you because there are gay people in my family. I had to literally take the time myself to understand and to watch it play out what the LGBT community was really about. I had to actually get an understanding myself and not just say, oh, because my family is gay. Some of my family is gay. I.e. racist. You racist. Oh, I got black friends. That does not mean that you're not racist because you have black friends. I don't know what happened to just letting kids be kids until we got into that stage of life where it was time for us to actually start talking about sex and start talking about our feelings. And sex education talks for me back in the day didn't happen until I was in middle school. So they happened in middle school and they happened in high school. We didn't have sex education talks in elementary school. We didn't have that. But I'm starting to see that parents are talking to their kids now, as early as 6 years old, about sex. That's the world we're living in now. We have to talk to them about it because they have to be aware of what's going on. We have to make our kids aware of what's going on. And this is a lot that's going on. Okay? So with all of this going on, why wouldn't you want a little bit more Jesus in your life, huh? Let's get back to the topic at hand. After the school district did their investigation or whatever of him, they were like, no, they fired him. And he lawyered the fuck up because he knew that was against his constitutional rights too. Like, y'all trying to fire me because of my beliefs, and it's not like I was trying to put it on the kids. They followed me. They wanted this to happen, just like people followed Jesus and they crucified his ass. They sure did. They crucified his ass because he was getting too much of a following. He started making people believe and started making people see we don't need this shit. We are the gods. We are the blessed people of Jehovah Jireh. We are. And once you start making people see something different from the agenda that you have already set out for them, they look to get rid of you. You have to go. You have to. You gotta go. You gotta go. When it look too right, you got to go. They get rid of you now. And they did. They got rid of him and he lawyered up. And when they took it to state court was like, y'all got to take this to the Supreme Court because constitutional laws have been broken. First of all, Joseph's First Amendment has been broken. And the school tried to counterattack it and say, no, our constitutional rights have been broken, which is the Constitution's prohibition law. It's the prohibition law? Yes, the prohibition law on government officials promoting a religion. So they saying government officials can't really do that. So no, they kind of threw that out because he's not really looked at as a government official. A government official is higher, like a mayor, a councilman, a commissioner, something like that, something along those lines. The governor, he can get sued for some shit like that because you know you ain't supposed to be doing shit like that. Joseph is more of a public servant. Okay, he's not really a government official. So they took it to Supreme Court, and the Supreme Court said, "Yep, we agree with Mr. Joseph. Y'all fucking with that man First Amendment rights. Pay him." And pay them good. From 2015 to now, they have been fighting for this, and now they have the Supreme Court has ruled that Mr. Joseph will get $1.7 million from the school district, and he will have his job back. He will be returning for this upcoming season. And I tell you, there is a God, and you don't mess with his children. You don't mess with God's people. Because we always going to come out on top. Always. That has always been the case for me too. You think you're doing me dirty. You're spewing hate on my name. You be out here doing me just so wrong. You think so. That's what you think you're doing. But I serve a God that sits high and he looks low. You hear me? And he don't play by me. I'm his precious, beloved daughter. He don't play by me. Sometimes something that happened to people so fast, I got to say, ooh, Jesus. Just wait, please. Please. Just tone it down just a little bit, God, because that happened way too fast. I have to say, Jesus, have mercy on it. Have mercy on it. Cause it come back just that fast. It really do. It really do. So congratulations to Mr. Joseph. And I hope that you guys have a very successful season. But with God on your side, it's all done. It's already done. All right. Let's move on to Philadelphia. Okay. Philadelphia officials are raising money to jumpstart a trial program that will give monthly payments of $1,000 to expecting mothers. Okay, so the program is called the Philly Joy Bank. The Philly Joy Bank. I like that. I like that name. It's catchy. It is. The Philly Joy Bank. The Philly Joy Bank is looking to launch in January 2024. Their objective to this program is an effort to help ease racial disparities in infant mortality rates. Okay, so let me tell you what they're pretty much trying to do. They're trying to stop the infant mortality rates that happen in cities in Philadelphia that has the highest infant mortality rates. According to reports, out of the top 10 populated cities, Philadelphia has the most infant mortality rate during a child's first year of living. Okay, Philadelphia has the most infant mortality rate during a child's first year of living. Okay, so let me tell you how they get the infant mortality rate. Okay, first of all, infant mortality is described as death of an infant before their first birthday. Okay, death of a baby before his or her first birthday. How they get the infant mortality rate, it's the number of infant deaths out of every 1,000 births. So it's the number of infant deaths before 1 year of age compared out of every 1,000 kids that's born. That's how they get it. That's how they get it. And they say Philadelphia has one of the highest infant mortality rates. And the city says this can be prevented. They really think that the cities that are lacking the most resource are the cities that are, we're not lacking the most resource. The poor cities where pretty much people of color, the minority people, we don't have access to the resource because we don't have the money, the health insurance we don't have. It's a lot of stuff that we don't have that our counterparts have. Okay, so they are trying to level the playing field by giving, the poorer cities and the mothers of those poorer cities, they trying to give them money so that they can help take these babies to the doctors and stuff like that, so they can catch what's going on. If a baby is sick and need medical attention, they can catch that real fast. You got the money to take your baby to the doctor and everything. They catch what's going on, and we can prevent them from dying from illnesses, really, really fast. We can prevent a lot of stuff from happening to these kids. So that's their objective with this whole thing. Um, in order to qualify, you must be first pregnant. You must first be pregnant with proof of pregnancy. You get that from what the health department. Go to your local health department. Go ahead and pee on a stick. Pee for them people on a stick and get a piece of paper saying that you're pregnant. And that's how that's your first step. You first got to be pregnant. And second, you got to make literally $100,000 or less a year in order to qualify for the payments. On top of receiving cash value, expecting mothers will also be promised voluntary support such as financial counseling, home visits, doulas, and location support. The city's goal is to raise $6 million for the trial, as they already have secured $3 million of it. They already have secured half of that already. And they got that from the William Penn Foundation and Spring Point Partners. The William Penn Foundation and Spring Point Partners have given the money. I think William Penn Foundation gave 1.5 and Spring Point gave 1.5. And that was their 3 mil right there. They already got half of it. So they need another 3, and they in it on the money. They on the money. Okay. thing was the comments. The comments were like, women are like, no, we still don't want to do it. We ain't having no kids. And this generation of women are starting to realize they don't want to be like their grandmamas or their mamas. They don't want to be like that. They don't want to just be out here raising kids, especially on their own half of the time. Let's be honest and call it what it is. Let's be honest and call it what it is. This generation ain't too big on marriage. This generation ain't too big on having babies and sitting the fuck down. They ain't too big on doing that. It's money, 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 money. They making businesses. More businesses are popping up. More degrees are getting made, are being accomplished. They don't feel like children is a necessity. And yes, while I do agree that this is a good program, this is also kind of messy because once you allow the government in your business, they're going to stay in your business now. Thus, remember what I said, home visits. They finna start coming in your fucking house to make sure that your house is in order. Hell, we giving you $1,000 a month. We finna make sure. I told you it's some stipulations, but y'all, you beggars can't be choosers. Beggars can't be choosers. You know what I'm saying? You cannot choose the way that the government decides to tell you what to do and how to use that money. You can't get mad because they're the ones that's giving it to you. So you can't get mad when they say you got to do this and you got to do that. Or you got to go to this doctor. You got to do this and you got to talk to this person. You can't get mad. They're giving you the money. The payments are for 18 months, meaning from the time you get approved in the program, when you get approved and you get your first check, expect 17 more after that. Okay? Hey, they give you 18 months. 9 months for pregnancy, 9 months after. So your baby should be by 8-9 months when they get their last payment, literally of $1,000. When you get your last payment of $1,000, that's halfway through the first year of life. That's halfway through the first year of their life. So they trying to help y'all out. They trying, but they also being nosy as fuck too. I don't like government assistance at all because you be in my business. I don't like that. That's just me though. No food stamps or nothing for me. Regular working class woman, and if I don't have to have you in my business, I'm gonna keep you out my business. And that's point blank. Period. Point blank, period. Okay? Not finna have, it's already fucked up that we got to pay taxes and shit on a land that was supposed to be free to us anyway. Thank y'all for stopping by. Auntie finna go ahead and light these trees though. Thank y'all for stopping by. It was so nice talking to y'all. I love you, my babies. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button, that bell notification so you can get the ding ding when I drop a video, baby. I love you. I love you. Yes, I do. I honestly love you. Come on, Olivia. Come on. See you, babies. Bye.